Good evening, sir. Good evening, friends.
All right, good evening. So we will start without wasting time. I have only 1 hour left. 6:20, I'll have to leave. And which team wants to start? Team Balaji or Team Kalpita?
Team Dakshina.
Team Dakshin.
Team Dakshina.
Yes.
Team Dakshina.
Yes, one time. Okay. Right. So Team Balaji, Mitra, what do you think? Or we go for the toss?
Sir, I think Team Dakshina could go first, sir.
Yes, sir. Their team could go first, sir.
Yes.
No, I want the reason for you backing off that you were saying. You always
Sir,
feel.
not backing out, sir. Initially, in the discussion, we decided that we would go first, sir. And we also had a second opinion that going for toss is also fine, sir. But now, I think if they go first, sir, we would have some time, sir, to prepare ourselves to present, sir. Or else, some chaos might arise,
No
sir. That's
team,
why we.
you know that no team has got the right to prepare when one team is
Sir,
presenting.
no, sir. Prepare means I have told in the team talk that we are not supposed to read the presentation or prepare the presentation, sir. Prepare ourselves means just think of the solutions and keep ourselves ready to just present energetically, sir. That's what I meant, sir.
Okay, first and the foremost, both Team Balaji and Team Dakshin Siddharth, எல்லாரும் உங்க group வந்து வெளியே வாங்க. Everybody, exit the group.
So can you please repeat, sir?
Exit your team talk group. We can always go and rejoin when need arises.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay, Team Balaji, Balaji left, Mitra left, Ratan left, Yogasan left, and Dasmita left. Team Dakshin, Sanjay left, Dakshin left, Kavita left, Brinda left, Vishnupriya left. Okay, fine. All right, so Team Dakshin Siddharth can start the presentation. Remember, you have only 20 minutes, so it's 17:28, and you have time till 17:48. And then by 17:50, they start, and they finish up by 6:10 or something.
Yes, sir. Shall I share my screen, sir?
Yeah, share the screen and tell me when you're ready. Okay, the other team completely focus. Laser focus on what the other team is presenting. No interim and intermittent presentation in between.
Can you see the screen, sir?
Yeah, I'm see. Check with the others. Okay, so I'm going offline. That is, I'm turning off my video. Your time starts now.
Warm welcome to our great podcast. We are the radio presenters of FMMS City, and today we have a really special guest with us. I'm MS Dakshin Siddharth, your lead host, and it's my immense pleasure to welcome you all to our brand new podcast. So I have two of my co-presenters with me who will explain to you more about who our special guest for this evening is. Over to Ms. Kalpita Shri.
Thank you, sir. Hello, people. Welcome and thank you so much for joining MSCT 93.5. This is Kalpita Sheliler. So, and today we have a special show with the great author who's right now being trending in all the social medias, and here we have him for you. And before that, thank you so much for the response that you have shown to our show. It's been only 10 days since the show has started, but there is great impact on the society. And the special guest is Mr. Shankar Srinivas, an author. I think he is joining with a publisher who is called Dr. Maniganan Sundaresan sir, who's also very popular and who's also currently trending in all the social medias. Now I would like to give the platform to Ms. Vishnupriya to explain her narration.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, first of all, welcome to MSFM. And you, as my colleague mentioned, Mr. Shankar Srinivas with Dr. Manigandan Sundaresan is arriving for the uh, to our FM, so that we can ask some questions and we can have live interaction with them. And currently they are really trending with the books, the number of books that the author has written, and the number of self-help books that is really helping many people. And they are really becoming so trendy. So now I'd like to hand over the platform to Miss Brinda to continue her narration.
So, as everyone said, this is going to be a special one for a special interview with Dr. Manigandan Sundaresan sir and Shankar Srinivas. So here I'm going to explain about both of them in very short manner. So, Dr. Manigandan Sundaresan is a senior practitioner in psychology. So he is a very good trainer, and also he does soft skill training institute. He runs at soft skill training institution too. He holds a PhD in counseling, uh, psychology. Psychology, and he also holds a USA online education program and MBA in Bharatiyar University. And yeah, as everyone knows, Srinivas is a very good motivational speaker and also very great author. Whatever book he writes, he shows lot of improvement. He shows lot of he gives lot of learning to the youngster and also the old people. So like this in this book also, he is going to give lot of solutions for the problem which is faced by youngsters. And and this book is launched in the particular FM, and it's continued by next person.
Wow, thank you so much for the lovely introduction, people. Great to be here. And your show is really trending, as everyone knows. It's been just 10 days since you guys started, but right now it's on the top of the charts and it's trending everywhere. So thank you so much for having me here. It's such an honor to be a part of this show.
We have got few of the questions for you, Mr. Srinivasan sir. It's from our loved audience, and it's been very long since they have asked you to be the chief guest. And these are some of the questions that I have for you. The first question is: did you feel that you are not worth of handling circumstances in life? So, if so, can you describe it and how you have overcome that? Because it will be definitely going to be useful for most of the youngsters here.
Well, that's a really thoughtful question. A lot of people think that I've attained success because I had a great schedule right from my childhood, which is absolutely false. I wasn't good at academics. I wasn't good at academics. I wasn't good at sports. I wasn't having a great personality when I was young. People always think that you need to be great at academics right from a young age. Only then you can attain success in the future. And I think that's not true in all the cases because I was horrible in academics when I was young. I was getting deviated from my path, and then something wonderful happened. I'll reveal more about it later. So that's the subject of this particular book, and that's the reason how I changed myself. And it wasn't me who changed me; the people around me changed me. So that's a teaser towards this particular book. It's about the people around me and how they helped to shape my life. So I'll speak more about it in the upcoming, phases of this particular podcast.
So thank you so much for answering that question, sir. So I would like to ask you the next question. So the next question that was mentioned was, what was your then goal and was that emerged successful?
When I was young, I always wanted to design a gaming app, which was successful to little less extent, you could say. I wanted to be, because I was very much involved in gaming, I was a game addict when I was young, so I wanted to design a game of my own, but unfortunately, it did not succeed. So I got some short term success, but it could not develop into a career. So I just left it, and now here I am as an author and as a motivational speaker.
We have one more question from our the other radio jockey who's named as Natish. Natish, you can ask a question.
Yes. The third question mentioned is what did you do to overcome your difficult moments?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. So, as a motivational speaker, I always speak about the difficulties that you have in life and how hard it is to attain success. But, if you don't go through those difficult moments, you won't enjoy your success. That's the truth. If everything is up for grabs, then you won't enjoy the taste of success. You know what I mean? So, I also had a lot of difficult moments in my career, and especially in my childhood and my adulthood. Some people betrayed me. I felt, and I won't blame those people because a major chunk of the problem was inside me and the people around me and my self image. These two things helped to change me and they helped me to overcome my difficult moments.
Nice answer, sir. We have connected yourself with an audience here, and an audience is on the call right now. It is Miss Brenda. She's willing to ask you a question, and Brenda, you can go ahead.
Okay, so you are really a very great author. So my question towards you is, how did you overcome the struggles you faced in your past, sir?
It's very similar to the answer which I posted earlier. So I had a lot of struggles and a lot of backlashes in my life, but the major problem was within me. I did not listen to my self image. I underestimated myself very much. I did not think that my self image was worthy enough to give me an answer and show me the way. So I would blame myself for that. But then once I started realizing, self realization is the key term here. Once I started realizing the mistake that I was committing, and once the people around me, they also made me realize what mistake I was committing. After that, things went on pretty smoothly and I overcame all the struggles which I had. Any other questions?
Nice answer, sir. So there is a question that is coming up in chat for you.
Who inspired you to become an author? Okay,
Yeah.
so here it goes. I was a gaming addict, as I mentioned. I wanted to design a game, but that did not work out. And then I saw Dr. Manikandan Sundaresan. I went to train under him. He has a training organization called Youth Corp Private Limited. And once I went there, I started discovering my own passion. And in a couple of minutes, he'll be here as well as one of our special guests. So he made me realize that I had an inner talent which, you know, which could be transformed and which could be, you know, which could take an evolution. And that's how I discovered that I had the passion of writing a lot of books, like a lot of not the major books that we have right now, but I used to write a lot of articles and I used to write like small snippets. And Manikandan sir, he told me that I could develop it and it could evolutionize into a book. And then I wrote my first book, and this one, People Around Me, this is my fourth book. And sir helped me to discover my passion for writing. So, any
No,
other
sir.
questions?
Uh, no, sir. I think we shall go into your real life struggles and how your inner self handle yourself. Let's move on to that sequence, sir.
Yeah, but before that, Manikandan sir, thank you so much for coming and joining us here. Sir, you always told me that you wanted to ask a question to me live on air. So I'm curious to know what you want to ask me, sir.
Well, Shankar, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and I would have loved to come to the Straight Conference Arena where you are sitting and blowing the minds of the people all over the world. I'm so happy to see you in good shape, and things were never the same. When you came into my institution, things were different, and now I am actually, penning down into my journal that I should be calling you for an inspirational talk to my students. I'm very proud of you. I can't describe how much proud I am, really. So I'm handing my appreciations to you for what you are doing right now.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so before getting into my life, I just want to share a few problems that I faced. I was disappointed due to a sudden transformation displayed by one of my teachers, but it was my fault. It was not her fault. And I had a lot of rebellious feelings. I had a sudden change of education mode from direct mode to online mode. I could not resist that. I had a hatred towards one of my friends, one of my best friends, and I had some immaturity while dealing with my sister. I should have been like an inspiration to her, but I wasn't able to be. And I faced a lot of negative entities during my past. I have fear, uncertainty, anger, jealousy, insecurity. Just have the whole list, and I'll release the list soon. And I had just like almost 60 negative entities inside me. I'll tell you all more about it in the upcoming phases of this podcast. So, Freeze, right now, let's get inside one of. No, sir, you were not audible, sir.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Shankar. I am Manigandan. Hope you listen to me and hope you remember me.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Well, I would have really loved to come to that arena, that big arena where you are sitting and blowing the minds of the people who are listening to you over the social media platform and the video conference. But unfortunately, I'm not able to come because of preoccupied commitments. But I would like to tell you that you will have to understand that I have got an indescribable feeling of the kind of pride that you have given by your transformation and growth. I just can't tell you how much proud I am by seeing you in this particular throne. I'm so happy and I'm really proud of you, and you have really did it. Good job. Congratulations on whatever you have done until now.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah.
yes, sir, go ahead, sir.
Well, now the question that I always wanted to ask you, 2 years back when we were in the Jet Airways flight, you were in heavy jet lag, and I was also preoccupied with some commitments. Although we both were sharing the same chair, we were not able to speak about it. But ever since then, I've been thinking, I've been wondering that I should be asking this question. The question is, tell us all that one situation or an instance where you were not able to resist to a change and you are not able to adapt to a change. I have one in my mind, so let's see if that thing is getting matched up with whatever I'm having in mind. Can you answer this?
Yes, sir. This question is based on the most important phases of my life. That's when I first stepped into your session. It was when the mode of education changed. Like I used to enjoy going to school, having fun with my friends, and learning from the teachers there. I was doing pretty well in my academics, as you know, sir. But right at the point of time when the pandemic came and we resorted to online mode, I felt that something wasn't right, and I felt that the mode of education was wrong, the education system was wrong. I don't know what I felt, but I wasn't able to grasp things in a similar way, which I used to do before. And that's when my parents were like fed up of me and they wanted to change me. And that's why they put me in your class. And I learned a lot of things from you, sir. So if that change would not have happened in my life, then I would never have enrolled in your institution, sir. So right now I'm in New Delhi and I had to attend via online because of this pandemic issue. I wanted to be put up. My parents wanted to put me in a class where I could change myself. Then I came and enrolled in your session, and then you made me realize that you have to resist and adapt to a change, which I was not able to do so before. Right after coming to your sessions, I was able to adapt to the change, and I started taking online classes more seriously. Did it match with the one which you had in your mind, sir?
Absolutely. I mean, you just stolen the words from my mouth. This was on the top of the mantle of my head. I think that was your first layer of the transformation. Well, so happy to hear that from you, Mr. Shankar. So you can get on with it. And someday I would like to invite you to my institution where you can give inspiration talk to my students.
Thank you so much, sir. That would be an honor.
Yeah.
So, Freeze, now let's dive into the flashback of Mr. Shankar. Right now, Vishnu Priya will tell us about the characters who are going to be involved.
Yeah, so I would like to mention about the characters. So as you all know, Dakshinana is going to play as the playing the role of Shankar Srinivas, and Brinda is going to play as the teacher, uh, Divya, and I am going to play as the mom of Shankar. My name is Vidya, and Kalpita is going to play as Shanti, and Sanjay Anna is going to play as Dilip. So over to the narration by Lakshmana.
So right now the sequence is pretty simple. We have just now a parents teachers meeting is ended. We have all the characters. Thank you so much for the extension, sir. So we have all the characters with us right now. So as Vishnupriya mentioned, and Atish will be playing the role of my elder brother, and we all have a conversation right now. Three, two, one, go. Good evening, Ms. Divya.
Good evening, Shankar.
So, ma'am, actually, my mom wanted to meet you and talk to you. So, are you free right now, ma'am?
Sorry, sorry. I'm not free now here. You know what happened? Even yesterday you came, but I'm not free exactly now. But you can ask your mom to come tomorrow, right?
Yes, ma'am, but I think she's already here.
Okay, no problem. I will just speak to her. You have any problem?
No, ma'am, just my mom wanted to speak to you. Yeah,
Okay.
Vishnupriya, you can speak.
Yes, no, thank you. Now, so good evening, ma'am. So I am here to speak about Shankar. So how is his studies all going? And he always says that his favorite teacher is you. That and because of you, maths became easy for him. Um, and now he's saying maths is really tough for him. So what is the reason behind all that, ma'am?
So I don't know clearly, ma'am. Since it's online, it may be very tough for him to understand what he was exactly. But I cannot, it's different from direct, ma'am. Here in online, teachers will have lot of problems with them, and I think as an elder, you can understand that.
Yes, ma'am, but still, we can encourage by asking doubts via phone. So, if they're not understanding in the online form, so that's what, because he really feels comfortable with you, right? So he treats you as his elder sister. So that's why.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, and you can sure I will be talk to him. So you just be keep you can divert him, ma'am, with distraction because he nowadays in the present ages. In present ages he was so distracted and he cannot think about the other things and he will be playing games and I just give lot of solutions to I have lot of
Why are
solutions,
you
ma'am. As a
always
student I will
criticizing
take.
me? You're always criticizing me, saying that I'm not good, not this, not that. Okay, I'll listen to you now. Tell me what solutions you all have. Right? Even my younger sister, hey, Shanti, don't hide behind the pillar. Come on, tell me your solution. What do you want to tell to me? My elder
First, you
brother is
have to
also
know
here.
all your problems, Mr. Shankar. You have several problems, and you are the first reason why I'm getting always spoiled. The first one is you are always disappointing people, and you yourself are disappointing. You are disappointing your teacher, your mother, even me. You have nothing good in yourself. So that is the only problem that you have.
Okay then. You all have prepared something for me that you wanted to share. Come on, share it to me then. What is it?
I'll share the solution for your disappointment. The first one is I have divided it into two simple solution and complex solution. For the simple solution for your disappointment, you have to focus on your work rather than focusing on your online classes and your work that has been given by your teacher. You're focusing on every other things like the video games and most of the unnecessary time you spend with your friends. So if the simple solution I give you is focus on your work, and the complex solution that I would like to give is ask several questions to yourself on why you would like to deviate yourself from what you have actually do. It is more similar to the self-examining that you have to do, and you have to limit yourself and know the time constraints and when to do what. So you are majoring into minor things, and that's the only problem that you have. So this is the solution I have for your disappointment. Now I would like Vishnupriya to give solution for the problem you have.
Yeah. So my solution for you, because you always say that you are feeling lonely every time. So for being lonely, you must be engaging yourself with something that you like, so that you can do uh, yeah, that you are enjoying, so that you can like you have to engage yourself. If suppose you are you like to make crafts, you go make crafts. So like that, if you do something, you can definitely come out of the lonely feeling that you have. And you can also spend time with your family members, spend time with your mom, dad and sister, so that would make you feel comfortable and make you get away from your lonely feeling. And the second solution that I have is, you are not understanding your teacher's situation. You wanted me to that go speak to a math teacher, and like you have to just visualize, like just think of her situation, be in her place and see what is happening. So then you will be understanding her situation. And the third problem, the third solution I'm going to give is for the maths being toughest subject for you. So in any subject, all subjects are always tough, but if you understand everything, then it would definitely be an easy subject. Same like that, math is also just a subject. So if you understand and be attentive in classes, you can definitely understand maths, and it would become the easiest subject for you. And the next solution that I have is, okay sir, uh, the next solution that I'll complete soon, sir. So the next, I'll combine all the solutions and I'll say it to you now. So you should not ignore. No one is ignoring you. You are just feeling ignored because you are having lonely feeling. So you have to. Like you're also feeling that your teacher is ignoring you, because I already mentioned in the second solution that she is in a difficult situation, because she also can't adapt immediately from the direct to online form. And you have to have a goal that is set up, so that you can achieve it in the future. And if you work hard for it, definitely you will be able to um come all the problems that you have. And these are my part of solutions. Over to the next person.
So these are Sanjana's solutions. Since he won't be able to explain it right now, we'll move on to the next person. Yeah.
So
So, okay, 1 second. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can continue.
thank you now. So my solution for the sister and brother is, so first of all, due to this online classes, both are feeling ignored and they are feeling the they are they got distracted and they are seeing through video phones, lot of screen timing.
Brinda, you're muted, Brinda.
Sorry, friends. Shall I
Yeah, go
continue,
ahead, Brinda.
friends?
Go ahead, Brinda. Go ahead.
So my solution is, the main problem behind both of them is they are get distracted and diverted. So they are while they are distracted and diverted from their online classes, their screen timing will be lot, like playing in a video phone. So the best technique for them to avoid the screen timing is they can postpone the screen timing, like impulse technique. Like this time when they are taking phone, they can ask questions to themselves and they can ask like, what is the motive of seeing the phone, so that they can postpone their screen timing and they can get into their own works. And the uh, the boy feels that he feels that he's ignoring, the teacher is ignoring him. For that, the only solution is he can think positively and he can think in the teacher's perspective. So in this lockdown period, lot of teachers have especially lot of problems with them and to handle situations and handle students also. So that time if he thinks in the teacher's perspective, he will get lot of solution. So he feels loneliness. So why he wanted to feel lonely, he can talk to his family, he can communicate it with his friend. And when he makes himself engaged, he will not feel uh, he will not feel that he was lonely. So the main thing is here, the thing here is he should not feel loneliness so that he can make himself as an engaged person. So my last solution is think positively. So for what he wanted to think positively is, so max, he told that max is a very toughest subject. For that he can think positively. Like he can, instead of thinking that it's a toughest subject, he can visualize that it's a very easiest subject, has passed, it is very sweet to me. So think positively is a very important, and that is a power of positive thinking. Sure, he will experience that and he will score more marks before. So it's over to next person.
Okay, so now I'm going to speak as Shankar's self-image. Yeah, so self-realization. The key term here is fulfillment by oneself of possibilities of one's character or personality. Self-realization. No one else can induce realization into you. You have to do it yourself. And the next one is self-interrogation. Question yourself. What worst will happen if you don't do a particular thing? When you're too much into gaming, think about it. What worst will happen? How will it affect your future? If you have, if you truly have a fear of future, then convert it in a positive way and try to make sure that you don't get the fear of future. So stop being too much addict towards your gaming consoles and stuff. The third one is analyze your problems in a proper way. The major problem with you is you never analyze your problems. So make sure that you analyze your problems in a really good manner so that you know all the possible outcomes. The fifth one is, or the fourth and fifth ones are the major ones that you have to, register in your mind. Never underestimate yourself. I approached you various times to try and give solutions, but you never let me inside because you did not trust your self image. So never underestimate your self image and don't forget that answers always lie within you. The next thing is always work upon improving yourself. You always have a lot of things inside you which could be improved upon. So, right now, what you can do is always try to work on improving yourself and think about how you can be better every day. The next one is improve your way of evaluating people. You always underestimated your friend Dilip and you were so jealous of him that you never understood his love and affection towards you. So improve your way of judging people. Don't be too quick to judge people. And always, this quote always pops up in your mind that great minds always discuss ideas and small minds discuss people. So stop discussing about other people and stop always finding faults. If you keep doing all this will radiate a negative aura around you, and no one will like to be around you. So that's another thing. And the next one is think in a broad minded fashion. Always have an open mind. Don't be too narrow towards whatever you think. The next one is never go against your people. Never rebel against your own parents or teachers. That will lead you to nowhere. And never let jealousy and ego to take over you. And try to blend and gel along with people who are around you. You can learn something from each and every person around you. The only thing you need is less ego in order to take those learnings from others. Never hesitate to sort out vital issues and make sure that there's always, a scope for improvement and you work towards improving yourself. Try to make memories with people who are near you and don't forget that hatred only leads to destruction. So now Kalpita and I are going to make a short presentation on how we could learn from Indian icons. So Kalpita will share her stand on how we could learn from great personalities from our country.
Thank you, Dakshina. Before that, I'll very quickly like to give two solutions. One for the poor mindset maintenance by Shankar, and the second one is the hatred towards his life, which Dakshina has already mentioned, and he has fear of future. First one for the fear of future, the solution I would like to give is to think positively, which Vinda has mentioned already, and the complex solution is he has to go for an gold card, which I have made a presentation long before, and we also have a video made by Sir in his YouTube channel. It is very simple. It is by Earl Nightingale, sir. He asks us to take a card and write our goals, look it whenever possible. So when he does this, he himself will immediately get confidence that he'll be able to win his future. And the next one for the poor mindset maintenance, it is called as mind engineering concept. This solution is also from MSES session. There are three mindset that Shankar should have. The first one is he should be happy for whatever he has. The second one is he has to feel that nothing is going to be wrong, and he has nothing to lose. But it is a big question mark on his future if he continues to do the same. He is not aware that everything he does is wrong. And the third one is he has to feel that there will be a dejection and his name will get spoiled, and all his opportunities that is coming by his way are having a chance that it is stopped. So these are the three mindsets that Shankar should have, and he should think positively, so that all these problems are overcome by him. Now, Dakshina, you can continue with the Indian icons. We don't have much time.
Okay, thank you, Kalpita.
Kalpita,
Yes,
you
sir.
mentioned about mind engineering concept. Have you included that here?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Did you speak about it, Kalpita? Because I skipped somewhat. So,
Yes, sir. The three mindsets, sir, and to visualize, sir.
all right. Okay, okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, Dakshin,
Yes,
start
sir.
with the time up. Come on, you will
Yes, sir. Thank
finish.
you, sir. So right now I'm speaking as Mr. Shankar in the podcast. So far, what I've narrated is just a part of my childhood and how I was inspired by people around me. But also, you can be inspired by the great personalities that have, inhabited our country. So first, let's talk about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was denied education just because he belonged to a lower caste, but then he went on to revolutionize our country and he became the law minister. And he was a major role player in the passing of a constitution. So we could learn relentlessness, we could learn how to bounce back from the odds from Dr. Ambedkar. I learned it from him. The next one is about Mother Teresa. She was born as a wealthy little girl, but then as she grew up, she sacrificed all the privileges and she chose to serve the poor and the sick. So Mother Teresa gives us a lot of learning scope. Sacrifice is a major thing that I learned from her. And from Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, I learned patriotism, courage, and the affinity that one should have towards his or her country, which is a major thing. And Sarojini Naidu was a major, she was the face of women nationalism. She led Indian nationalism as a woman, and despite all the ups and downs in the society, she managed to become one of the greatest freedom fighters, poets, social reformers, and she did a lot of things. And she's a really great personality, and I learned relentlessness and a lot of other things from her, similar to what I learned from Dr. Ambedkar. So thank you so much for having us on the show, having us, me and Dr. Manikandan Sundaresan on the show. It's absolutely a pleasure to be here, and hope you all learned something from this podcast. Thank you so much.
All right, well done. Exactly 35 minutes in for team Dakshin's presentation. So, Natish, whatever you are trying to say, or as Albert Einstein mentioned, you can either be a part of the problem or you can be a part of the solution. But now you are only saying the problem. The point is, you and Pratisha are supposed to take the learning. Now, your friends like Dakshin Siddharth, Kalpita, Vishnupriya, Brinda, all of them had been giving the list of solutions. The presentation was 3 segments. First one was the current happening of how successful Shankar Srinivas was. The second segment was a flashback of what has been really the spark in Shankar's life, which has really made him being so dull. And the third segment was the solutions. So they gave a lot of solutions. Now, not today, but tomorrow, you and Natisha have to show me the notes as to which are all the solutions that could be used. இத்தனை சொல்யூஷன்ஸ்ல எந்த சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் இந்த சங்கர் ஸ்ரீனிவாஸ் கேரக்டருக்கு யூஸ் ஆகும் சார் அவங்க ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ண எல்லாமே யூஸ் ஆகும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஒரு 11-12 சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னா இதுதான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கிறிஸ்டல் கிளியராக ஒரு 5 சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் எனக்கு நீங்கள் செஞ்சுக்கணும். அதை பற்றி நீங்கள் மென்ஷன் பண்ணி காட்டணும். இல்லை அதை நோட்ஸ் எடுத்து அந்த ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து இங்கே சேட்டில் நீங்கள் போடணும். இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் ஏபிள் டு ஸ்பீக். இப்படி ஒவ்வொரு ரவுண்டுக்கும் நீங்கள் 2 பேர் செய்யணும். யூ காட் இட் நதீஷ் அண்ட் பிரதீஷ். Okay. I will take it as yes. Okay. Right. So, Natish and Pratish. அவங்க யாரு? Pratish வந்து புதுசா ஜாயின் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. நீங்க சொல்லுங்க. அட்மிஷன் கார்டு போடவே இல்லை.
So sorry, sir, by mistake, sir. I forgot to put the A.
Okay. Right. So, good job. We will speak about Team Dakshin Siddharth's presentation feedback a little later. So I really appreciate Dakshin, Kalpita, Brinda, Vishnupriya, and of course Sanjay Bhaskar for giving their best in their presentation chronicle. And without taking further, 6:06. Mitra, you're holding my phone. Dr. Ramakrishnan is a little curious man. He will keep on calling. Don't ignore the call, but just silent the call. Don't answer anything. So once
Okay, sir. I will only click on the power button, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Okay. Ignore பண்ணிடுவேன்.
Okay. I will not, sir. Being a student, I will not do that, sir. I am a very good girl, sir.
Okay. Right. Team Balaji is now boarding their presentation, and they have 23 minutes exactly, and maybe the first half of the presentation can be done now. 20 minutes. Now, Team Dakshin had taken 35 minutes. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go till, I mean, just like in the last exercise, when they were making the presentation, although Team Kalpita had taken a longer period of time, the other team Ritan's team took a little bit of time. And the மாதிரி நீங்க அந்த strategy follow பண்ணுங்க. 20 minutes of presentation அப்படின்னா you can still do it now because we have 23 minutes. So,
yes, sir.
Ready?
Okay, sir. We will try our level best, sir, in managing the time.
Done. Okay. Come on. 3, 2, 1. I mean,
okay.
If you want to share the screen or something.
Yes, sir. I'm sharing it, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, I'll start.
All the best, team Balaji now.
Thank you so much.
All the best, Team Balaji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
friends. All the very best, friends.
All the best, team.
Thank you, now. Are you able to see the screen, sir?
Put it in the landscape mode.
Okay.
Landscape la போட்டுட்டு lock screen பண்ணு.
Okay, sir. Already I have kept the phone in landscape only, sir, by keeping it in the stand.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So the laptop users might be seeing only this. Okay, we'll adjust. Go for it. All right.
Sir, sorry for the spelling mistake, sir. From Rushல type பண்ணனால time இல்லாதனால கொஞ்சம் sir. அது பத்தி இல்ல இப்ப edit பண்ணிடுறேன், sir.
Okay. Who are all using laptops? Dakshin, myself, and?
Sir, myself, sir.
Me, sir.
Okay. Right. So உங்களுக்கும் இப்படி தான் தெரியுதா? ஒரு
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
She has to turn on auto rotate, I guess, sir.
இல்ல ஆட்டோ ரொட்டேட்டர் தான் வச்சிருக்கேன். As you could see, landscape தான் இருக்கு.
Mitra, do you have
laptops?
if you have any problem in sharing, can I share?
Would you like to, Guru?
Yes, Mitra, I am ready with the PPT.
Okay, Guru, then you can share.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Okay.
stop
So take the screen up.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see my screen, sir?
Yeah, I'm able to see. Check with the other people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Guru, we are able to.
Yes, Guru.
Yes, Guru.
So, Balaji, you can start now.
3, 2, 1, go. So, warm greetings and welcome to MS News YouTube channel. And we are very proud for this channel, and we are thanking a lot from from the Honorable Chief Dr. Manigan Sundaresan, sir. Channel has made successful over the years about telling people the stories and solving the problems. So hope we are um, have going to enjoy. So 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 I like the next person to continue.
A warm greetings to MS YouTube channel. We would like to welcome you all to this video. This is a very special announcement where we would like to let you all know about a surprising factor that you have been waiting for. Lots of comments, lots of mails where you wanted a particular article to be posted on how teenagers could accommodate with the online classes, because we have been receiving lots of mails about psychological problems that people are facing due to a sudden tremendous change that is getting into the online, that is technological form of attending classes, doing their work. It's work from home has been providing for lots of ages and lots of years, but getting into online education, complete online, everything from physical education till your max class, everything doing in online format and full day sitting in the house, it's a different environment because people have not accustomed themselves to this. So this one is a very special announcement. Guru, next slide, Guru. We are so happy to announce that young lads of MSES town here, there are a set of team around which consists of around 6 people. They are teenagers, a team of teenagers, like they range from like 12 to 15 years old. They are all here to write an article. They hate technology, but they are very passionate about article writing. Article writing has become a trend nowadays, and people are trying to become passionate about it. There are lots of ways we can publish articles in blogs, in internet, and also e-articles. But still, the teenagers have actually requested us to post it in the MS newspaper. So here we would like to mention that by tomorrow, that is 28th, 27th, we are going to publish this particular article in the newspaper. So stay tuned and subscribe for more such announcements, and you'll keep receiving these types of announcements. And tomorrow, don't ever miss to read this particular article, which is so special. Guru, next slide, Guru. Sir, switching to character, sir. So out of character, sir, we are here going to mention about each slide distinctive members, sir. It is all it's a brainstormed idea, sir. We have got up all the solutions in different slides, sir. So everything is based on creativity, and we would like to give this disclaimer beforehand, sir.
Yeah, got it, got it, got it.
Okay, okay. Life is all about technology. People are using nowadays various technological gadgets. Some people are not aware what gadgets other people are using. So there are two sets of people who have different perspectives. So let's get into this article. Let's first ask my friend Mr. Guru Prasanna to continue with this article.
So thank you, Mitra. So as my co friend told, so people are using lots of phones, mobiles, and laptops frequently due to the pandemic, and uh, as you as you are if you are the subscriber of MS YouTube channel, you would be knowing the story of Shankar, and we have got solution to cure Shankar, and we would give solutions to cure Shankar, and we will help him.
Now, this article is all about the portrayal of teenagers who are suffering from various problems like reservation, getting out of comfort zones, loneliness, hatred, depression, no idea about technology, and so on. So, these kinds of problems that the teenagers are having face a lot of facing these problems nowadays. So, so let us say about some teenagers having these problems and their solution, how to overcome these problems.
Ashwathaman, you can continue.
Just
Mitra, go ahead, or Ashwathaman, go ahead.
Ashwathaman is not unmuting now, so we don't have time. I'll go ahead. So try referring to people when you read this article. One important key factor that you should keep in your mind is Try referring with other people. If in your environment, if there are people who are suffering from these problems that you saw in the previous paragraph, just think how you can provide solutions. What are all the things that you can observe and abstract from this particular article? Because we have included various types of solutions, and I think you will definitely be able to relate it with your own friends. Just think about self confidence. Nowadays, teenagers, especially during this online education, people are losing self confidence and positivity. Everywhere, unauthentic news, and also various things affect their mind, and that lowers their self confidence. People are not able to think positively because there are various factors that are behind them, like they have to complete their works, academic works, and at the same time be accustomed with the environment. It's a new environment where we are supposed to be safe and hygienic at one sector, and at the other sector we'll have to concentrate on our academics and complete all the works, and we will also have to get accustomed with this technology, which is very new to nowadays people. So that is how teenagers are losing self confidence. They are not having the capability. Some people are not having the capability to get adapted with the surroundings. So that's why we have written this article named Accommodation. It's all about adapting yourself. And here, especially, parents must just keep one thing in their mind. And even if students are reading this particular article, you must keep one thing in your mind. If your friends are like this, if they are negatively conspired, or if they are thinking negatively, just try motivating them towards a positive path. That is the right path that they must travel on. So Guru, you can move on to the next slide, and Ashwathaman, you can continue. Come on.
Friends, am I audible now?
Yes,
Friends?
Ashwatam, you can continue.
Yes,
Yes,
Ashwathaman.
Raman,
Thank
you
you,
continue.
Ka. So, getting out of a comfort zone is now it's really a significant change in our life. Now, so many people and teenagers are suffering without they couldn't get out of the comfort zone, and they couldn't do many things in their life. It's our perspective whether we take it to the positive or negative. For overcoming the feeling of lonely, go through your past and see how he got through type of feeling at that respective time. So old memories always help us, and we'll have to just recall them so we can get more solutions. Journal writing can help you note down our past, whatever happens, and by that we can make a subliminal voice and give the person, and he can follow for that for a month or so. By this they can get over that problem, and they can concentrate on the classes. This is not just the problem that every teenager faces. One after this COVID-19, we have it's become severe, and everything has shifted to technology, and we use mobiles and laptops. Lack of communication also affects them. Just need some a bit motivation. So thank you, friends.
So next, continued by Ritan.
So, as Ashwathaman said, I just want to say it a short as Ashwathaman said. So, what Ashwathaman is saying that as he has already gone through a lot of problems, and I'm saying this for Shankar's third problem, which is feeling so lonely. So, as he should have already feel lonely in his past, and he have overcome those past. So, we could just go through his past, and we could look over and how are all the ways he overcome those problems, and we could get those problems, and we could analyze his past, and we could finally get an subliminal voice, and he could use this for a few months, and by that he could be getting out of the loneliness. If he's getting out of the loneliness, he'll be easily able to concentrate on other things and not concentrate on the bad things. So by this he could concentrate on the classes, and he could do all the things. And what is subliminal? And subliminal is a voice where the person could give his own future, and how he want his life to be, and his goals and all those things, and he could give in the voice. And there is already a video about this by Dr. Manigandan Sundaresan sir, and this is we have took a lot of things from him, and thank you for Maniandan sir, who is helping us from without knowing. He is helping a lot of life, and we are really happy to know that, and we got all these things from him. So thank you, sir. Uh, and I would like Mitra to continue.
Thank you, Ritin. So next, we'll have to get into
Okay,
a very
Mitra.
important. Yes, sir.
So it's 18:21. So we can extend till about 6 or 7 minutes. So you have finished the accommodation part. I mean, are you moving to the next one, or what is the plan?
Sir, it's a whole article, sir. In one article, it's an evaluation of all the solutions, all perspectives, and all aspects. Sir, we have included some learnings from MSc in session too, sir.
Okay, so you can continue till 6:28, another 7 minutes or so, and then you stop, and rest of your presentation shall be boarded up tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Actually, how much time do you exactly need for the completion of the presentation?
Sir, now we are at a 10th slide, sir. We totally have 25, sir. So we will complete it. It would take around like 10 to 15 minutes, sir.
No, 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 no rush, no rush. You need not tussle and hustle like that. With whatever you can do till 6:20, 6:28 you can do, and then we will continue tomorrow. I need the last 2 minutes. 6:30, 6:35 வரைக்கும் அவங்க வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை. ஒவ்வொருத்தனா கூகுள் மீட்குள்ளே வந்துட்டு இருப்பேன், நான் சும்மா தான் உட்காந்துருக்கேன். லாஸ்ட் டைம் இட் வாஸ் வெரி பேட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். ஸோ எனக்கு இதுதான் முக்கியம். ஸோ 6:28, 29 வரைக்கும் நீ கண்டினியூ பண்ணு. அதுக்கப்புறம் கிவ் மீ ஒன் லாஸ்ட் மினிட் ஃபார் டீப்ரீஃபிங், and then we will call it a day. Okay?
Okay, sir. Maybe can I get into the WhatsApp and see if I have received the link, sir?
அதெல்லாம் வேணாம். லிங்க் தான் இருக்கு, என்கிட்ட இருக்கு, இங்கே லேப்டாப்ல இருக்கு.
Oh, okay, sir.
நீ
Okay.
அதை பத்தி worry பண்ணிக்க.
No,
நீ
sir.
இன்னும் 7 minutes இருக்கு. You get on with the presentation.
Okay, sir.
Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Next is getting into the memories. It is very important about your environment. Is it full of positivity or is it full of negativity? How are your friends? How have your friends conditioned their mind? Are they positively? Do they have positive thinking or not? That's the main factor in this part of the article. It is very important that you get into certain memories. People have certain memories that are very special, and people also have certain memories that are very disastrous and they want to just forget about it. Our forgetting about the memories will be the later part of this article, but now let's get into the position or the part where we are supposed to get into the positive memories of other people. If a person hates you and you are not having a good relationship with that person, but you still want to communicate and let them know about a particular perspective or a factor or anything, you can just get into their minds by two factors, that is two ways. By appreciating them, you can appreciate whatever skills you find in them must be appreciated. It's all about gratitude that they will have when you appreciate. If you appreciate them from wholeheartedly, then each person has a gratitude level. When you appreciate a person wholeheartedly from the bottom of your heart, I think they will definitely consider it as a gratitude. And slowly, your relationship starts as the friendship. And the second way by which you can get into the person's memory is getting into the merry circle, which is the way by appreciating that person. Just see if you are actually finding something bad, if you have faced some failure or if you're having bad memories, just see other people how they're spending time, their merry circle, how they're spending time with you, how they're sharing their happy moments with the other people, how are they spending their life. And every person has stress at a certain level. Some people have stress at the teenagers level when, especially during this online education. Some people might have when they are like 40 or 45 years old, elderly people. They might have, they might get stressed due to certain factors, their health factor. There are a lot of factors. The only way through which you can get into a person's mind, the best way is getting into their merry circle and appreciating them. That is making them That is intending them to feel the gratitude. So that's the only thing. And the other important thing is you have to be aware of the purpose of your life. Here, let's take an example. If a person A is there, he or she is attending online classes, and if they are not able to concentrate and they are having few problems with the teachers, we can't change the teachers or their teaching style. And about uniqueness, it will come in the next slide. But this is to be aware of the purpose of your life. Why? It's not about the goal that you have or the profession that you must get into. It's not all about that. It's only about what is your purpose of life. What do you think from your perspective? What is the purpose of life? If you want to make someone happy, that is a purpose. When you become like 25 or 26 years old, if you want to be an example to other people, that is a purpose of life. God actually creates us by thinking about the purpose of life. But it is us who have to identify, introspect, and discover our own purpose of life from our perspective. So, next, let's get into the next slide and let the next person continue.
What team member sleeping? Who's continuing next? She's given the floor and the other people are silent. What's going on?
I think, and that is you're trying to speak to me, but my mic is mute.
Natish. Natish is in the other team.
Patricia, sir. Patricia. If he's speaking, then I can continue, sir. So the
Yeah.
other thing, to develop their self-awareness and their knowledge is to read a lot of Indian books, and what people does is only a few of most of the people refer the Indian authors as their idols, then godfathers, and so on and so forth. So we must know their hard work by reading a lot of books uh, and try interconnecting with people and who think positively, lead their life positively. So continue to the next person.
Now, I would like to mention about a special factor. In this century too, there might be some people who actually lead their life thinking that they are in 90s. Their 90s livelihood. Just think of people who were studying school in 1980s to 1990s. During that span of time, think how they led their life, how they enjoy in their once they come back after school, how they enjoy their life and do their works. It's all portrayed in one particular book that I have come across. That really astonished me how people led their lives on the strictness. I have mentioned that particular book there, that is Swami and Friends or Malgudi Days. It somewhere it is mentioned. The book is mentioned by both the names. It is written by R.K. Narayanan. The author has written this book. It is a very significant book that each and everyone in this call must read, even if they are a teenager or like a person who's going to college. Every person must read this because it has a great significance. Sir, it's 6:29, sir.
Yes. I understand. Okay. So, yeah, I was saying, stop sharing, Guru. One second. I have some general things to discuss about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Team Dakshin, I was waiting for Team Balaji to finish. I don't want explanation, but you have missed out Dilip's content altogether. You face penalty for that.
Sir, I displayed a slide where Sanjayna posted his solutions as Dilip, sir. He wasn't able to speak today, so he texted it. I displayed the slide, sir.
You didn't read it. Did you read it?
So, no,
That
sir.
was not, that was not good enough. I told you. Now, பெருசா ஜிம்ல இருக்கிற போட்டோவுடைய ரெஃபரன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கு. அந்த மாதிரி வாங்க திலீப் மட்டும் இல்லை. நீ சும்மா ஒத்த ஸ்லைடில் திலீப்னு ஒரு வார்த்தையை மட்டும் எழுதிட்டு if you're saying that, that's superfluous. How can I consider that? Because Out of the 13 minutes of my description, I spoke about Dilip and Dilip's family background, this, that, etc. Out of 13 minutes, I spoke 7 minutes. Missed it. And I was waiting until the last moment. Already plus Team Balaji was also in the pipeline of making a presentation and they don't speak. Team Balaji, honestly speaking, Dilip Bapati had பண்ணியிருந்தா மட்டும்தான் நீங்க அதை பத்தி பேசணும். நான் சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் மேனிபுலேட் பண்ணி புதுசா எல்லாம் ஆட் பண்ணி பேசுனீங்கன்னா I will be able to find it out. Did you include Dilip? Team Balaji.
Sir, shall I answer, sir? Sir, the
Include
present
Paneet,
slide.
Just answer.
1 minute.
Paneet, right?
Sir, the present slide is based on Dilip's life, sir. That's why I mentioned that book, sir. So hereafter we will have solution, sir, which is applicable for all the 3 people, sir. The
Show me the
characters.
slide where you show me the slide where you have made a reference about Dilip. Dilip in name mentioned.
Sir, we did for the whole article we did not mention the names, sir. Only in one slide, as I did not find time. Ashwathaman sent it by for Shankar for Shanti, sir. In only one slide we mentioned the name. Other thing we were like mentioning
Show me that.
coincidence. Which one, sir?
Dilip பத்தி நீங்க frame of referenceல கொண்டு வந்திருக்கிற slide எனக்கு கொடுத்தாங்க.
Okay, sir. Guru, now I was presenting right about the slide in which I got the book picture, Swami and friends. Can you show that slide? Can you share that slide, Guru?
Yes, Mitra, just a minute.
Okay.
Are you able to see the slide, sir? Screen, sir.
Yeah, screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Guru.
This is about
Sir,
Swami
this,
and friends.
yes, sir. This is about Swami and friends, sir. Yesterday, when you were just instructing us about Dilip, sir, you told one particular thing, sir. That is, Dilip is living. He is actually living a life that was happening during 90s, sir. How his parents, like his parents, are about mythology, sir. When you were speaking about that, the first thing, the example that I got was this Swami and friends, sir, and that's why I wanted to mention this specifically in this whole presentation, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay,
Sir,
got the answer. Yes, I take it that Team Balaji has included, especially Mitra has included Dilip's reference. Convinced about that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, that's it.
Sir, during my presentation, I mentioned Dilip's name, so never be too quick to evaluate people.
Hey, நீ உளறிட்டு இருக்க. என்னடா திலீப்போட பேரை மட்டும் சொல்லிட்டா போதும். நான் என்னடா சொன்னேன் உங்க எல்லாத்துக்கிட்டையும்? திலீப்புங்கிற ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டு வந்துட்டு வில்லிங்கா ட்ரை பண்றான். சங்கரோடைய அப்பா வந்துட்டு திலீப் ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னு சொல்றாரு. ஆனா சங்கர் வந்துட்டு அவனை ஏலினேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கான். சங்கரோடைய தங்கச்சி சாந்தியை ஏலினேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. ஆனா திலீப் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு பர்சனை கொண்டு வாங்க, ஒரு சேவியரா கொண்டு வாங்க, இல்ல திலீப் கூட வந்துட்டு ஒரு ஆர்மி ஆஃப் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் வர மாதிரின்னு கொண்டு வாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஐ பீன் மேக்கிங் த ரெஃபரன்ஸ் ஆஃப் த போட்டோகிராஃப் தட் ஐ ஹேட் இன் மை ஜிம். Why would I give a personal kind of an anecdote and example for making an emphasis about one particular thing, and who spoke about it? சஞ்சய் என்ன போட்டாங்க, என்ன சஞ்சய் பண்ணா? சும்மா ஒரு இதுல வந்து திலீப் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டா. இது சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறப்ப நீ என்ன பண்ணிருக்கணும்? சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறப்ப திலீப் இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணியிருக்கா. திலீப் வந்துட்டு இந்த மைண்ட் கல்பிதா சொன்ன இந்த மைண்ட் இன்ஜினியரிங் கான்செப்ட் அப்படிங்கறத திலீப் கொடுக்குற மாதிரி நாங்க இமேஜின் பண்றோம். பிருந்தா சொன்ன இந்த இதை வந்து ஓகே அம்பேத்கர் புக்கை பத்திட்டு திலீப் பண்ண சொன்னா. இப்படி கொண்டு வந்திருக்க வேண்டியதானே? It's not about the density of the solution that you have given. You have forgotten the important plot of the question that has been given. எக்ஸாம்ல எழுதும்போது கொஸ்டின்ல இருக்கிற முக்கியமான ஃபேஸை விட்டுட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் ஆஃப் தி கொஸ்டினுக்கு மட்டும் ஆன்சர் பண்ணிட்டு செகண்ட் ஹாஃப் ஆன்சர் பண்ணாம வருவீங்க. நீ இங்க கேரக்டரே காணுமே. சும்மா திலீப் நான் மென்ஷன் பண்ண திலீப் what do you think of me? Am I a fool? Just because you mention a particular name in a slide, will I be taking it as a convincing factor that you have spoken about the plot I was expecting you to speak about? No. What did I say? Dilip has to be in Shankar's life. Okay. நீங்க ஒரு பிசினஸ் acumenல அவனை கொண்டு வந்து நிறுத்திட்டீங்க. அப்ப வந்துட்டு எடுத்த இந்த 7 questions எதுலயா ஒண்ணுலயாவது yeah, there was a person in my life, his name was Dilip. Maybe I have lost contact with him, but in the crucial stage, Dilip was there. அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா full marks. இதுதான் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டியில எது முக்கியம் எது என்ன ஏதுங்கிறத வந்துட்டு ஆர்வ குரல்ல விட்டுட்டு. அண்ட் வாட் வாஸ் த நீட் ஃபார் த ஃபிளாஷ்பேக்? அந்த 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 டெலிஃபோன் கான்வர்சேஷன் அப்படியே எனக்ட் பண்ணி காமிக்கணும்னு என்ன நீடு இருக்கு? 9 நிமிஷம் தேவையில்லாம அதை வேஸ்ட். ஒரு கல்பிதா சொன்ன என்ன டைம் போயிட்டு இருக்கு, நம்ம சொல்யூஷனுக்குள்ள போயிடலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. திலீப் பத்தி நான் இன்வால்வ் பண்ண மறந்துட்டேங்கிறத சொல்லி, ஆனா நான் திலீப் போடைய பேரை வந்துட்டு ஒரு சில இது மேட் இன் இந்தியாங்கிற நேமா மிஷின் எழுதுறதுக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த மேட் இன் இந்தியாங்கிற நேம் இல்லைன்னா பேட்டர்ன் ரைட் கிடைக்காம இருக்கிறதுக்கு நேமை மென்ஷன் பண்ணா போதுமா? இஸ் இட் வாட் ஐ எம் எக்ஸ்பெக்டிங்? நோ. You got to give me the possibility of how a person like Dilip can come and give a helping hand to a person like Shankar. அந்த ரோலே காணும். சஞ்சய் அண்ணா வந்துட்டு திலீப்போட பேரை போட்டு ஒன்று சொன்னாங்க, நான் திலீப் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னேன், நீ வந்துட்டு திலீப் அப்படின்ட்டா பிளடி மேரி அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஏதாவது எஃபெக்ட் நடக்குமா? Okay. The team Balaji, you will continue your presentation tomorrow. I have got a meeting to go ahead. நீங்க டைமை வேஸ்ட் பண்ணாதீங்க. இது மார்க் பத்தி நம்ம நாளைக்கு பேசுவோம். இப்போ 6:36 ஆச்சு. 7:15 வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு டைம் இருக்கு. எல்லாரும் கொஞ்சம் சேட் பாக்ஸை பாருங்க. ரவுண்ட் 2 பிளாட் நான் இப்போ அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கேன். டீம் விண்டோவில் போய் இதுக்கு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுங்க. அந்த பக்கம் சங்கர்னு ஒருத்தர் இருந்தான், இந்த பக்கம் திவாகர்னு ஒருத்தர் இருக்கான். Divagar gets trapped into bad company of friends and has started involving himself in bad language usage, late night chats, judging people in classroom and disrespecting the teachers and misbehaving with opposite gender and basically holding a contaminated angle towards life. In the Divagara, நீங்க help பண்ணணும். முக்கியமான விஷயம், மணிகண்டன் சுந்தரேசன் யூடியூப் சேனல், மணிகண்டன் சுந்தரேசன் சொல்லி கொடுத்த தெராபி சென்டர் எதுவுமே இருக்குது. மித்ரானா மித்ரா என்ன நினைக்கிறார், அவருடைய சொல்யூஷன் என்ன? ரித்தன்னா ரித்தன் என்ன நினைக்கிறான், அவனுடைய சொல்யூஷன் என்ன? கல்பிதா என்ன நினைக்கிறான் அப்படி, அதோடைய சொல்யூஷன் என்ன? தக்ஷின் என்ன நினைக்கிறான், அவனுடைய சொல்யூஷன் என்னங்கிறது மட்டும்தான் அது. இது ஃபுல் அண்ட் ஃபுல் உங்களுடைய கிளீன் ஸ்லேட் ஆஃப் மைண்ட்ல இருந்தால் நோ ஃப்ரேம் ஆஃப் ரெஃபரன்சஸ் அபவுட் மணி அண்ட் சொல்யூஷன். திஸ் இஸ் செகண்ட் ரவுண்ட். 2 டீமும் 7:15 வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு டைம் இருக்கு. உட்காந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க கிளம்பணும். மித்த விஷயங்களை பத்தி நாளைக்கு பேசுவோம்.
சார், only one doubt, sir. Can I ask, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, about therapies and the things which you told to us, sir. Sir, it's not. We should not use it for only the second round, no, sir. We can use it for the first round, no, sir. We have already added that also.
Yeah. That's your the first round presentation that Mitra Balaji you are presenting now, that can continue without any stoppage and gap of the flow tomorrow. This is not applicable. The thing that I have posted in the chat box is not applicable for your first round presentation. Second round presentation, it's applicable.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, fine. So they are keeping calling. நீங்க இப்போ இந்த விண்டோலயே இருங்க, இல்லாட்டி உங்க டீம் விண்டோக்கு போயிட்டு பண்ணுங்க. I'll get back to you. நான் chatல என்னோட மீட்டிங் முடிச்சு நான் உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறேன்.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Sir, one thing, sir. Sir, not long thing, sir. I joined at 6:30, sir. They were actually waiting for you, sir. I wasn't able to tell you at the time, sir. So.
Yeah. I'm going. Thank you.
Welcome.
Right. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
All the best, sir.